Hey guys, it's Tracey from Nova Scotia Living, and this is just another little quick help me make supper visit. And tonight I'm making a super duper kind of homemade honey garlic pork. So you guys seen me just chop up some of this pork, just straight up pork. Use whatever you got. Just chopped up an onion. So let's get sizzling. Okay guys. Yeah, lately I've been making a lot more cooking supper videos, but that's just the way my life's going right now. I cook supper every night, but I'm just prepping for this upcoming month. September kicks in tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. I can't wait. I love September. I love October, November, December, January, February. Love it. It seems to be sizzling loud. Hopefully you can hear me. You need help, Misha? Can you put your arms in your armholes? You look like a California raisin. Come here. Come here. I'll undo the zipper on your dress. You don't want to get this pretty dress all dirty outside. There we go. Maze is outside with Gaia. You guys keep an eye on your brother, okay? There you go. No fighting. Anyways, I'm turning this heat down because I find this pork is lean and it'll cook up fast. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody that commented on my last jibber jabber video. It was when I was making that chili. Right now I just am uploading my, well, the Kids in the Kitchen cabbage roll one. It's uploading now. But I was jibber jabbering about TV shows and DVDs or movies and stuff, and I got quite a bit of responses, so I appreciate that, guys. I really do. And I will check out Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, somebody recommended that, and I've never watched it. I hear a lot of good things about it. Never watched it, so maybe this fall that's something I can hunker down and watch one of these days. We'll see. Oh, add those onions in. It simmers right down, but those are cold, so we're just gonna fry this up. Yeah, when I say this meal's kind of homemade, I'm using store-bought honey garlic sauce. I'm not making my own. I can make my own, but I'm using stuff up in my pantry, just like I'm using stuff up in my deep freezer. I want to clear things out so I can replenish with some fresh goods. So, yeah, I'm just using store-bought honey garlic sauce, but everything else, you know, I've done myself. This, I don't think you guys have seen it yet. I made fried rice yesterday when we were making the cabbage rolls. I made fried rice, beef fried rice for supper, and that's leftover basmati rice. So this is something you can just throw on top of rice, and it's a meal. So I just chop these onions up small because my kids don't like big chunks of onion. I could eat big chunks of onion, but my kids don't really like it. And we just fry this up. It's so super simple. It took me a long time to learn how to cook. Not that I'm a professional, but when you start cooking, you learn things that look fancy really aren't that fancy. Honey garlic pork is really not that fancy, even though it looks good, it tastes good. It's so easy to make. The hardest part of this meal is cutting up the meat. That's really it. And I use those little pork fillets that you've seen, but you can use a pork roast. You just cut it up. It doesn't have to be in strips like this. It can be any shape that you want. You can make it bigger or smaller. You can make it as a glaze or whatever you want. It's good. It's good. Just, you know how people make honey garlic ribs or whatever? This is just the straight up meat. So it takes out a step of gnawing it off a bone when you're eating supper. But we have this every once in a while. Let me get the sauce out of the cupboard so you guys can see. There's different brands out there. And we use, the ones I'm using today is just the no name brand, and it works fine. There it is. Honey garlic sauce. And the French is on the bottom for those interested. There we go. I don't know if I'll need 2 jars or not. I'm going to fry this until this is almost done, and then I'm going to add a nice dose of minced garlic. I don't like putting like chopped garlic in at the beginning because I'm scared of burning it, because if you burn garlic, it gets really, really bitter and it'll ruin your whole meal. So I like to do it at the end where it can just heat up and start flavoring stuff. And I don't shy away from garlic, I don't. So I'll get that out in just a minute. I finally found my stinking minced garlic. And yeah, you can chop up your own garlic, but I'm using stuff in my pantry, like I said. Well, this is in my fridge, but yeah, I'll get that out just to show you. This is something you can do with chicken, or honey garlic chicken would be good, I think. We got this at Costco, minced garlic. And again, here in Canada, there's the French on the bottom. So this has never been opened. Ooh. Well, my husband went up to Halifax today. He had a meeting up there, so he won't be back till later this evening. This is something he usually makes. I don't generally make this, he does. But these are all my big spoons. I don't need a great big serving spoon. Yeah, he went up there for today, but I had another package of those fillets in the fridge, and I left them because I can make a whole other meal out of that. This is a way that you can stretch one pack of meat. If you have a big family, or if you don't have a big family, you can portion this up and freeze it. Pretty sure you can freeze this. I don't see why you couldn't, even with the rice. Right on top, freeze it right in a container, and Bob's your uncle. Heat it up when you're ready. That rice that I said is in the pot, I'm just going to nuke it. I'm just going to nuke it. It'll warm up just like that. So I'm going to add some garlic now, and I'm using a fork, but there we go. Ain't no shame in my game. I love the garlic. Oh, my phone's ringing, guys. Just hold on a second. Well, the phone call, stop, leave that gate alone. The phone call was for, I forgot one of my girls has a doctor's appointment down in Yarmouth tomorrow, so I think I'm going to try to make it a kids thing, and maybe if it's a nice day, I got to check the weather, we'll make it a beach day. I was thinking we'd go into town in Digby here. I'm just opening these up. This meat's pretty much cooked. It's not like charred or, you know, browned, but I don't want it to be all dried out or anything like that. You can see all the juices that are coming from the onions, and a bit from, not a whole lot from the meat because that was lean meat. The onions. And all that garlic I put in there is mixing up with those liquids and stuff, so that's going to coat all this stuff. And it already smells good. I love the smell of onions. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. So yeah, tomorrow we might make a beach day out of it. It's Wharf Rat Rally that's going on here in Digby, just in town. I'll do one jar at a time and see how that works. And that's the biggest motorcycle rally, I think, in Atlantic Canada. All the Atlantic provinces. No joke, guys. We get thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people from all over the country, all over the states, that come over to this little town of Digby. I'm not in Digby. I'm just, you know, a hop, skip, and a jump from Digby. And they stay. People camp in people's yards, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I'm going to add one more. It'll be kind of liquid, but I'm going to let this simmer for quite some time and let it boil down a little bit. Maybe not all of it. Yeah, anyways, that's what's going on. That's what's shaking. And it gets so crowded in town. Honestly, I avoid it. Now, I'm on leave now, but I work at a group home right in the town of Digby, and I'd have a special pass that I could drive downtown, but they block off downtown streets because it's so ridiculously packed of bikers, and I'm all for it, to be honest. I'm not knocking it at all. A lot of people don't like it. Well, some people don't like it just because of the noise and ruckus, but I mean, the attraction it brings, the tourism, the, you know, the energy, the positivity. You know, bikers aren't bad. They certainly are not. They get a bad rap sometimes, but they're certainly not, and I love seeing them. But tomorrow I was planning on taking the girls downtown during the day before all the ruckus sticks in. So if we have to go down to Yarmouth tomorrow morning, have a little beach day there, not all day, a couple hours at a beach, stop back, and maybe do a loop down through town. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to push myself because I always end up doing that, and I'm regretting it. Not that I regret the memories and the fun times, but whew, my dogs are barking at the end of the day, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just going to let this, I'm going to turn it down. It's on at 8 now. I'm going to turn it down to a 6. I'm going to clean up my kitchen, but you see how runny this is right now. I want it to get a little thicker. Not super thick, but a little bit thicker, just to boil some of that liquid out of it. And then we'll top it on top of the rice. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, let me bring you back, or bring you in. But some of that liquid has burned off. Oh, there. Has burned off. Now I'm going to turn it way down to about between a 2 and a 3. Because it's only 3:56 now. We usually eat around 5 o'clock. And I'll just kind of stir this about every 5-10 minutes. And it'll just slowly simmer off. I'm just going to let it simmer. And by the time it's time to eat, you know, about 10 minutes before, I'll start heating up that rice. And the kids will each just have a bowl of rice with a scoop of this on top of it. And it's nice and sweet like candy, so you know they're going to eat it up. In a second. Alright guys, it's time to dish it out. I just heated up a bowl of rice. If you can see the steam coming from. This one's not Misha's either right now, babe. Just hold your horses, I'm telling you. As soon as my kids smell food, they're all over me. Yes, yes. Let me just grab a spoon. I'll use this one. Yours is coming up in just a minute. So all I do, this is one of the kids, mind you, so it's not going to be a great big bowl. Ooh, that bowl is hot though. And that's it. And the sauce drizzles down to the rice. I'll break out the soy sauce if they want to have a little shimmy shake, but most of the time they just mix it all up with the rice and eat it. It's good to go. Just come to think of it, guys, this is a little bit lighter than when my husband makes it. I think he puts soy sauce in it when he cooks it, just a few dabs in the meat while he's cooking, so you can do that too. Or you can just do what I'm doing. Well, I'm not adding soy sauce to mine, but some people, like Mally, she likes to add a little soy sauce to her mix.